News again, I'd like to tell you that all of your colleagues are contagious. And I'm not just talking about the germs that are going on in southeast Queensland at the moment, but people's emotions during times of change or any time are highly, highly contagious. And that's due to a set of neurons that we all have in our heads called mirror neurons. And their job is to actually detect someone else's emotions and feel them as if they were feeling them for themselves. So what this means is that negativity spreads like a virus. So you know that you might be happy in your work team and someone comes in and going, oh yeah, just doing the same thing today. All of a sudden, everyone's walking around like they're depressed. That negativity and any emotions in a team spread like a virus. And we know that negativity is the biggest killer when it comes to engagement, when it comes to alignment, and when it comes to performance. Good news though, is that positive emotions also spread like a virus. And the thing is here that you can actually, my switch on tip number 5, is to expose yourself. And I'm not talking about anything illegal here, so don't let your minds wander onto that stuff. What I'm talking about here is actually starting to spread the viruses you want in your team. So if you're going, geez, my team, you know, it's hard to even wake them up, they're so unenthusiastic, you start being enthusiastic and I can guarantee you that that will spread through your team. So it's almost like choosing the virus that you want to spread. You say to yourself, what does my team need right now? And you start being that. Because there are people who have a lot huger impact on things like mood and tone in organisations than anyone else. This power of contagion multiplies when you are in a leadership position. So what this means is that you have the power to get people to the zone that you want them. There is one thing that's responsible for lack of engagement and alignment, and it's this thing here, our brains. So really, the most powerful resource you have in your organisation is every person in your team's brain. But during times of change and uncertainty, it is absolutely your worst nightmare. And this is because, as conscious leaders would know, we have 50,000 thoughts a day, 12,000 internal conversations, and just thinking about that number, that just seems crazy because we're not aware of most of those. During times of change, that actually doubles. Attention. It is all about attention. And as leaders, you actually need to become experts in attention management. And some of you are thinking, oh, another thing that I've got to learn how to do. But we put so much focus on things like, okay, well, as leaders, we now need to learn to translate that vision. And absolutely we do. But you can have the best translated script of a vision if you can't pull the attention out of people's heads and onto what you want them to focus on, then you really have Buckley's of doing anything. So being able to manage their attention is key to everything that you are doing. And I mean, this is starting to become a bit of a thing in organisations. Got a quote here. Companies that succeed in the future will not be those expert in time management, but in attention management. And this is for one simple reason, that where your attention goes, energy